on vacation. This is getting away from it all here at the lake in New Hampshire. And but I couldn't not work. I've got the coolest job. So I figured while we're here, make a quick little video for you to help you get started. I'm assuming that you just got your first wire strung harp and you don't know where to begin. Now the first thing we're going to talk about is holding the harp. You may wonder where my harp is. First and most important thing about holding your harp is to make sure that you're comfortable, that you've chosen a comfortable chair or seat to sit upon. I prefer to find myself a chair and make a chair work, because that way no matter where you go, your friend's house, they'll have a chair. They'll have a typical size chair. And you can then go to your friend's house and all you have to do is bring your harp. You don't have to bring a bunch of furniture. There are other options, of course, and we'll talk about those in a moment. Let me get my harp. Because I am comfortable in this chair. Now, the thing with the harp is that there really is no one right way to hold it. There can't be. There's so many different sizes of harps and so many different sizes of people. And if you think about it, it's really even, you look at a fiddler, a violinist playing, they hold their instruments a little bit differently from each other, and that's an instrument that's exactly the same size. So, a little bit of patience, and you can make your harp your own. I play on my right shoulder. I grew up playing right-hand treble, so there we are. You can put your harp on either shoulder, as long as you don't have any levers. If you got levers, then that's another story. You're probably going to need to put it on your right shoulder. This is pretty good. No surprise. This is a good place for my harp, for me. I can see all my strings. I can reach them easily. I'm comfortable. I'm sitting up straight. I'm not having to hunch or pull back or anything to hold the harp in this position. This is where I feel comfortable holding my harp. You see, I've got it resting just on my knees, just above my kneecaps. My harp has a post. It's just between my knees, and if I need to, I can actually even hold it a little bit. So this works pretty well. This is a medium-sized harp. Let's see what happens with a small harp. Okay, this is different, isn't it? I'm still going to hold it, sitting on the same chair, post just between my knees. There's no strings up here, but I'm okay with that. I can still reach my strings, I can see them all, and I'm comfortable. I'm sitting straight. I just do have to be sure not to hunch up, because this is a different harp. This is working for me here. Now, I don't have my largest harp with me. The question would be, with that harp, how do you hold a larger harp, one that doesn't fit on your lap? You have some options there. I have seen people cross their ankles and rest the harp between their knees. Now, of course, this is much too low. I could never play this harp this way. But this is one way you could deal with a larger harp, because the larger harp's going to be heavy. This may not be comfortable for you. At that point, you might want to find a low bench or stool you can put your harp on. An option is to get those footrests that classical guitarists use. They can vary the height on those, and they're convenient to carry. It's not a lot of furniture. And you can rest your harp on that and raise or lower it within its parameters, and perhaps that would work for you. Now, something else you could try is perhaps a lower bench. Let's see how that works. When I first started playing the wire strung harp, I had a larger harp than this, and I sat on a low bench. And what I did was I rested that harp, and remember it was bigger than this, but I would rest that harp on a pile of books on the floor. Once I figured out exactly how thick that pile of books needed to be, I had my sweet husband make a block of wood for me at that height, put a little handle on the end, and that was the furniture that I carried with me to my jobs. This, sitting this low with my harp on my lap, Now my lap is higher. This is way up here. I feel that this is too high for me. It might work for you, but for me, this is just too high. I would be very uncomfortable playing this way. So it's a matter of trying to find a place that works for you. A place that you're comfortable, the harp comes to you comfortably, you can see your strings, and it may require some experimentation. We look at the historical depictions of harpers, and where they might give us some help and some ideas on what to try, and I encourage you to look at those depictions. We don't know if those depictions were drawn while the performer was performing, or if it was a pose that he had assumed, or if he was even sitting in front of the artist when the artist took pen and paper and drew the picture. And some of those pictures, the harp is at different levels. So, you know, are you going to do what Arthur O'Neill did, which was to have the harp, the shoulder of the harp next to his chin? Or are we going to do what Dennis O'Hempsey did and have the shoulder below our chin? I think it's a matter of trying something, find something that's comfortable, try it for a week. See how you feel at the end of that week. Are you feeling a backache? Maybe you need to change your chair. Try something different. Ask a friend to take a look at you as you're playing. Ask them to tell you, are you sitting straight? Do you look comfortable? Are you hunched up? Answering those questions and trying some different things, you'll finally find what works for you. Okay.